Graduation, finding the right fit for college, just a couple of things high school seniors look forward to while getting ready to be on their own. Well, look no further. Delta State University Housing and Residence Life wants to answer any concerns you may have when trying to find the right place to call your new home. Whether it's finding the right roommate or the right residence hall, let the friendly and knowledgeable staff in the Delta State Housing and Residence Life office answer your questions. Phone them at 662-846-4151 or by following Housing and Residence Life in the quick links at www.deltastate.edu. Delta State University. Join it. Stand out.
And welcome back to the Statesman Insider here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium here in Monticello, Arkansas. Jimmy Smith with head coach Ron Robertson. Coach, you won one by a little bit more than we've been winning them before. You won by 14. That was the previous margin of victory combined from your previous wins. It's got to feel good to play a final 2 minutes of the game and not have anything hanging in the balance.
Right. It was good. I thought we played a good second half. Not as clean as we would have liked. I thought we could have, done some things that, would have broken out a little farther, a little sooner. But I'm always pleased with our guys' effort, their attitude, the way they've worked. They've been tremendous. There's a special group of kids.
You went into the first half, halftime session, giving up 150 yards, almost 150 yards on the ground. What was said at halftime, because you shut down and forced Damon Wicker to throw the football a lot more. And when they do that, it's not an experienced quarterback. Obviously, Scott Busson's not out there. When they were forced to throw the football, things changed a lot.
Yeah, well, we went in, obviously. We talked about a couple of things that they were doing. They did some things different there, the way they were blocking. They were blocking the quarterback player in the option game, and they broke loose a few of that. So we talked about that. But then overall, we just talked about attitude and the tenacity it takes to play defense that, not just today, but it's something we've been on for the last, 4 or 5 weeks that we just felt we haven't gotten over that hump. And, we talked about, again, just what it takes to be great and to be a defensive ball club that can be counted on in the GSC.
Coach, you moved to 4-0, perfect 4-0 in the GSC, 5-1 on the year. Win this one with a little more comfort tonight, and this is the stretch of the schedule we talked about. You start with this one at UAM, head to Harding, and then head home for Harding, and then head to West Georgia. A stretch of 3 games that, compared to the previous 3 games, a little bit more easy. But tonight we're learning that still have a lot of things to work on, especially defensively. What did we learn tonight from an option team heading into Harding, another option team?
Well, I think hopefully we understand what it takes to defend a team like that and defend an option team, but. It goes back. I think our kids understand. They know what it takes. It's all about attitude and mentality on defense. Our guys know what to do. They know their assignments. They're comfortable with that. Now we just got to get we got to play football and we got to play defense the way we played at Delta State. And we haven't been doing that. But I think we got a glimpse of it here in the second half. And I think hopefully the light clicked on and we can get them things done.
Coach Micah Davis goes 20 of 31, 274 yards, 2 touchdowns. Came off with an injury, throwing arm injury, sat down, missed about 3 or 4 plays of a drive. Zach Michael came in, ran the option game, ran a running attack, and then he came back on. Your team was pinned 99 yards away from the end zone, came back in and heroically leads the team to a score that ends up proving to be the game winner for the Statesmen. Talk about Micah Davis's resilience tonight.
Yeah, I can't say enough. I think every week he's proven himself that he's a leader that can lead this ball club to a championship. He's proven that he's the right guy for us, and if he continues this, he's going to go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks in Delta State history.
And then Brandon Lucas hits a couple home runs for you tonight. He gets 3 scores, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. He had the initial score that gave your team a little bit of spark early, and he just had another huge game, proving that this running attack is a little more dynamic than just Trevor Deed, who also had a pretty good game late, getting the yards when needed.
Yeah, we got a good stable running backs. We feel like we got some talented ball players, and we're deep. Going back, I think you can't underestimate Zach Michael coming in a crucial time and having to march the ball and get first downs and move to sticks. Did an excellent job, and I'm real proud of him.
Coach coming back home for homecoming against Harding, the Bisons. We talked about that triple option. The atmosphere is going to be up in your favor. Tonight here at UAM, they don't have a lot of people that come out here to Cotton Bowl Stadium. The atmosphere wasn't as against you as it could have been if Scott Busson was maybe in the football game, but how does it feel to come back home against the Bisons?
Hey, it's going to be exciting. Homecoming's great to get an opportunity to play in front of our fans. A lot of alumni are going to be there. There's going to be a lot of Delta State, former football players going to be there. I'm excited to see them come in, and it gives our guys an opportunity to show them what type of ball club we are. And I think that's an opportunity every time when guys come in from the 2000 or former conference championship teams and guys from even some alumni from way back that had success here that. it's an opportunity for you to show them that you're living on the legacy and you're living on the dream of Delta State University.
The 2010 Green and White will have a chance to see that they are part of something bigger than themselves. Homecoming against Harding next weekend. That's head coach Ron Roberts. When we come back, Matt Melton and Brandon Lucas as the Statesman Insider continues right here on WXVT.
Welcome back to the Statesman Insider right here on WXVT. We're still down here in Monticello, Arkansas at the Cotton Bowl Stadium. We're here with senior defensive lineman Matt Melton, and you guys had a rough first half. Was this a closer game than you expected?
Of course, we didn't expect to come out here and be in a slugfest for the first half, that's for sure, or all the way up to the end of the fourth. I mean, if we would have played our game, we should have been. There should have been no contest, but we didn't play up to our standards in the first half.
And they kind of gashed you in the first half on the ground, or the quarterback kind of shifty there, and without Scott Buisson, they kind of changed up their offense. I mean, were you guys expecting this in film? I mean, were you scheming toward it?
I mean, they were on the zero op. I mean, we were ready for it. We should have been ready for it. I mean, we schemed it. It's just people weren't fitting in right and fitting their gaps and their holes. And when we come out in second half, well, I mean, we went to halftime. We got a little adjustment, and we came out and played better ball.
And you guys got a week and a half off about. You're going to go into Harding. Have you seen any film on these guys as of late?
I haven't seen any film, but usually the past 3 years I played them, they were spread offense and they passed the majority of the time. But now they, I'm pretty sure they run more of a wing tee, like option offense. So it's a complete turnaround, new offensive coordinator for them.
And you're from Cleveland, Mississippi, and you're repping your hometown. How's it going to be going into your last homecoming game?
Man, it's my 5th year. You know, you hear everybody tell you it goes by fast, and man, I mean, this is my 5th homecoming at Delta State. I mean, I get chills right now. I mean, you hear people say it goes by fast, and you don't really use shrug it off. Yeah, right. But man, I mean, it's here. I mean, didn't expect it this quick.
That's right. And that's Matt Melton, senior defensive lineman. We'll go down to Jimmy Smith, who's going to be with running back Brandon Lucas.
Thanks, Kobe. Here with the offensive line and Brandon Lucas, who had 3 touchdowns tonight. Brandon wanted to bring the offensive linemen out here to recognize all of them, and they're all behind me right now. Brandon, why'd you decide to do that?
Because without the offensive line, nothing the offense does is possible. So you got to show the offensive line some love when you get a chance to.
471 yards that these guys protected and produced tonight. You had 3 touchdowns yourself. The opening score was your only receiving touchdown. You had 2 more on the ground. Talk about your successes so far this year.
Just success. I give it all thanks to God, because without him it's not possible. And like I said, without the offensive line, none of it's possible. So just hard work and dedication keeps it going.
Now, obviously, this running back game, Trevor Deed came into the year as one of the most high-profile running backs in Division II football. Yourself, Joe Joyner, Raphael Mitchell. We even saw Clint Farrar tonight. All the running backs here for Delta State have just been doing an outstanding job, and I'll give credit to these guys back here. 176 yards on the ground tonight for the running game. Yourself, Trevor, both go over 50 yards on the ground. It's really just a triple-headed monster, a 3-headed monster.
Right. We got a lot of talented running backs, and with the offensive line blocking the way they do, we can put any running back in and everybody can have success in the game.
Now, what is it that you do that separates you from the other running backs? What is specifically Brandon Lucas about the running game?
I don't think it is anything specific, honestly. I think they all can do the same things that I do, given the opportunity.
Now, these guys behind me, 471 total offensive yards. Micah Davis only sacked 1 time. That's the 5th time he's been sacked this year. That is the best in the GSC. So a round of applause for the offensive line behind me and beside me and all around me. And that's going to do it for the show tonight. Big thank you to Brandon Lucas, Matt Melton, the offensive line, head coach Ron Roberts, the soccer teams, and also the Lady Statesman cross-country squad. That's going to do it. Big thank you for watching the Statesman Insider right here on WXVT. Yeah!